What do you say, everybody? Hello and welcome to beautiful EQT Park in Washington, Pennsylvania. It's the finale of the three-game series between the Florence Yalls and the Washington Wild Things. You're listening to Florence Yalls Baseball on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN, as well as the Florence Yalls Radio Network. Rory Tettemer, pleased to join you here on this Thursday night, overcast skies at Washington, Pennsylvania. The rain, I believe, should be staying away. That's the latest on the Doppler there. Rain should be staying away in what has been just an overcast series. First time wind blowing out towards right field instead of left field. So we'll see how that takes in this game. But Florence and Washington in the rubber match of the three-game series. Florence with a win yesterday, 7-6 over the Wild Things. And what was a good rebound after a 12-3 loss on the morning game on Tuesday. Now back to a 7-0-5 start. Florence trying to get a series win, which would be their third in a row before they head back home to Thomas More Stadium to open up a three-game series against the Down East Bird Dogs on the weekend, Memorial Day weekend, as we begin to celebrate our holiday. But first, we got to take care of business here at EQT Park. The Yalls 7-6 win yesterday over Washington. It was Evan Webster on the mound for Florence. He spun his best game of the season, 7 innings pitched. Did not have a lot of traffic on the base paths. Allowed 3 runs on 4 hits, picked up 7 strikeouts. Both of those, the innings pitched and strikeouts, were season highs for the third-year pro, as well as a season high for team high for the innings pitched at 7. He looked very good, earned his second win of the season. It was 1-1 in the fourth inning. Zade Richardson roped a 2-run double to plate Zeisler and Bobo. They went up 3-1 in the sixth. The Yalls then added on when Washington went to their bullpen. An RBI single from Kyle Harbison scored Richardson, and a 2-run single from Jackson Tucker scored Blomquist and Harbison to take a 7-1 lead. Ahmad Harajli was called upon first out of the bullpen in the 8th. He was able to navigate out of a bases-loaded jam, put up a scoreless inning for Harajli, but it was Aiden McAvoy who entered in the 9th, and a 3-run shot from Washington brought the game within 1. McAvoy was still able to stay poised, complete the inning, and close the game 7-6. A win there for Webster and the loss to Xander Seacrest. Florence is hoping to see a similar outing here from Isaac Milburn, who's making his third start of the season. Milburn has looked all right. I think his second start was definitely better than his first start. 5 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 runs, 6 walks was the tough part to see there, 4 strikeouts. A lot of just pitches within 5 innings, and he was just able to navigate the traffic and keep a lot of people from coming in to score. So hopefully, facing a new opponent, he's faced Evansville in both starts. Facing a new opponent proves to be well, and he can get his first win under his belt as a Florence Yall. He enters today with 8 innings pitched, 10 hits, 7 runs, 6 of them earned, 9 walks, and 7 Ks, a 6.75 ERA, and an 0-0 record. On the mound for Washington will be Maddox Long. Long, his last time out, was out of the bullpen. 2 innings pitched, 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, and no strikeouts against Schaumburg. He did have a start in the first series against Evansville, a no decision, 4 innings pitched, 2 hits, no runs, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. So just 2 strikeouts on the season, 1 walk across 6 innings. He's a guy that's going to pound the zone. Certainly not a guy that probably blows you away and, is pitching for the strikeout. I'm interested to see how long he'll go here today. His last time out, 38 pitches. Right before that, 55. Wonder if he is, fully stretched out for this Washington bullpen, which has used a lot of the same guys against Florence in games 1 and 2. Toby Hall and Tom Vaith meeting at the plate with the umpire crew. Florence in the Kentucky red jerseys with gray pants and red flow caps. Washington going to the black jerseys with the home white pants and the black caps. Beautiful day here at EQT Park. It's a thirsty Thursday for Washington. Again, 7:05 first pitch. Back to a normal scheduled time, but that will still prove costly for Florence, who probably get home around 3 to 4 a.m. today after a 4-hour bus ride back to Thomas More Stadium. Either way, it'd be a lot nicer with a win. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for both ball clubs. First, for your away team, Florence Yalls. Leading off, the second baseman, Tyler Schoenfeld. Batting second, the center fielder, Jackson Tucker. In the 3 slot, the first baseman and captain, Hank Zeisler. Batting cleanup, the right fielder, Brendan Bobo. In the 5 slot, the designated hitter, the man with 3 hits yesterday, Zade Richardson. Batting 6th, the third baseman, Garrett Broussard. In the 7th slot, the left fielder, Brett Blomquist. Batting 8th, returning to the catcher spot, will be Zach Beadle. And rounding out the shortstop, Dylan Baker. Florence going with a very similar lineup to yesterday. The only change, Zach Beadle enters instead of Kyle Harbison, who in his own right did have a very good game. Picked up 2 hits, a couple of RBIs, 2 runs scored. Really good for his season debut. Taking a look at the flip side for Washington, the center fielder Caleb Ketchup will lead things off, batting second, the second baseman Cole Fowler. In the 3 slot, the right fielder Jeff LaCory, batting cleanup, the designated hitter Andrew Check. Batting fifth, the left fielder Anthony Mercado. In the 6th slot, the lefty first baseman Hunter Stokely. Batting 7th, the shortstop Kyle Edwards. First time making his appearance in this series, the catcher batting 8th, 3 Hillier. And rounding out, making his first start, but third appearance, the third baseman Ryan Ford. Again, Maddox Long on the mound for Washington. Isaac Milburn for Florence. Lefty Milburn against the righty Maddox Long. Long making his first start since May 13th. Isaac Milburn, first start since May 15th. He's faced Evansville twice. This is his second start on the road. Pleased to welcome you guys into the 50 West Brewing pregame show, always inspired by the Great American Road Trip across Route 50. 50 West, the premier brewery in the Cincinnati area. 50 West, every beer's a journey. Join us for the ride, located at 7605 Worcester Pike, Cincinnati. Rory Tettemer on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN and the Florence Y'all's Radio Network, our YouTube audio stream. Excited to have you on for this series finale, the rubber match. Florence 2-0 in their rubber match games this season. Hoping to make that 3-0 and win their third consecutive series. This would get them back to 500. They enter at 5-6, Washington 8-4. Florence 4-8 against Washington last season. Obviously didn't win many series against the Wild Things. Would be nice to get one here in the early going, especially against a talented Washington group. We'll pause here on the 50 West Brewing pregame show as we get ready for first pitch and the national anthem. Don't go anywhere. More Florence Y'all's baseball coming up. Lovely, lovely rendition of our national anthem. We're ready for first pitch at EQT Park. Game 3 of the 3-game series, the rubber match between the Y'alls and the Wild Things. Florence entering at a 5-6 record, looking to get to 500. and hopefully win another series against Down East to get over 500 for the first time since August of 2024. Got to win today, though, to make that a possibility. Maddox Long, the right-handed pitcher on the mound for the Washington Wild Things. 6'5", 265 pounds, age 25, out of Kansas. His first season in pro baseball and with the Washington Wild Things. Tyler Schoenfeld, Jackson Tucker, Hank Zeisler are the first three to face him. Maddox Long just one start this season against Evansville on May 13th. 4 innings pitched, 2 hits, no runs, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. Did a job. 55 pitches. I assume that's because he was on a pitch count early on in the season. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how long they expect him to go. If he can get into that 5th inning, it would be a season high. Florence in their Kentucky jerseys. Isaac Milburn was really looking forward to wearing the Kentuckys. They were in them yesterday, pulled out a win, rocking the gray pants and the red flow caps as well. Washington with the black caps, black jerseys, and white pants. 3 ERA for Maddox Long entering today. 6 innings pitched, 2 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Again, a guy that'll put it over the plate. Florence, obviously a very good hitting team. Hopefully they can capitalize on that. Tyler Schoenfeld digs into the lefty batter's box. Maddox Long working first base side of the rubber. Sideways windup. Kicks, delivers the first pitch of the ball game in there for a strike at 7:07. Get another overcast day here in Washington, Pennsylvania. Right now at first pitch, 62 degrees. Wind gusts up to 16 miles per hour, blowing out towards right center field. 0-1 shows bunt, pulls back, it's in there for a strike. Right on the outside half of the plate at 83. 26-25 spin rate on a spinner there from Maddox Long. Schoenfeld, the lefty, second base today. Him and Tucker kind of starting to cement themselves into the 1-2 spots of this lineup. 0-2 grounder, left side, fielded on the backhand from Check. Flip on over to first. Maddox Long able to get there before Schoenfeld. Bang, bang play again to open the ball game. It's the second time in the series a bang, bang play over at first, and even if Florence wants to argue, you're not going to argue on the first play of the game. Doesn't give you much favorability throughout the rest. So a 3-1 put away of Schoenfeld brings up Jackson Tucker. Tucker's had himself a good start to the season. First pitch misses downstairs at 91. Tucker yesterday 1 for 5, 2 RBIs and a strikeout. He's 2 for 10 on the season. Sorry, 2 for 10 in the series. There's a ground ball left side, fielded on the backhand from the shortstop. Edwards gets to his legs, throw to first is in time. A couple of ground outs in the infield. 6-3 on the put away of Tucker. That'll bring up the captain, Hank Zeisler. First time seeing Maddox Long. Obviously his first professional year here with Washington. Zeisler hitting .444, 3 home runs and 13 RBIs to open up the season. Right back to his MVP form of 2025. First pitch in there for a strike. 91, bottom of the zone. Looks like Zeisler uses his timeout. First pitch of the at-bat. 2 away with the bases empty. Opening frame at EQT Park. Fallow guy says, go Y'alls. I agree, Fallow guy. Go Y'alls. 0-1. Bounces in the dirt. Taking a look at the defense for Washington. Bricado in left, Ketchup in center, LaCory out and right. That's the way the outfielders look for All 3 games now. It's Ford at the hot corner, Edwards at short, Fowler at second, Stokely at first. There's a grounder right side to Fowler. Picks it up, throw on to first to end the inning. Florence with 3 groundouts. They go in order. We head to the bottom of the first. Wild Things get their first crack when we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Bottom half of the first inning, always brought to you by Heritage Bank. At Heritage Bank, we believe your money should work as hard as you do. Visit your local Heritage Bank or visit them online at heritagebank.com. Proudly local, fiercely dependable. That's the Heritage difference. Isaac Milburn making his 3rd start of the season, the left-handed pitcher for Florence, their 3rd left-handed pitcher of the series. Against a lefty-heavy lineup for Washington. They go to 5 lefties in today's lineup, including the 2-3-4 of Fowler, LaCory, Check, all lefties against the starter Milburn. Still looking for his first signature start of the season. Certainly a better second start than what he opened up with in Evansville. Now trying to put that all together. Caleb Ketchup will lead things off. Isaac Milburn obviously signed in the offseason after a wonderful half a season in Windy City. Came over with Toby Hall, the field manager for Florence. Had a 4-2 record in Windy City, a sub-2 ERA at 1.53 across 6 starts and 35 innings pitched. First pitch to Caleb Ketchup, swing and a miss. Ketchup, a first pitch hunter. He's looking for that fastball right away. 90 miles per hour there, dotted up on the outer half. 22.03 spin rate for Milburn. The 0-1 swing and a miss. Nice little 2-seam break it looked like. 90 miles per hour away from the bat of Ketchup. Wines delivers the 0-2. Called strike 3 slider at 28.69 on the spin rate. That is incredible. Backwards K for Isaac Milburn. Open up his ball game. Brings up Cole Fowler. Heck of a spot there from Isaac Milburn. Good afternoon, good evening, good night on 3 pitches. Sits down Ketchup. Cole Fowler, first lefty to face Milburn. First pitch to him. Slider connects on the outer half. 0-1. Working middle of the rubber. From the windup, the 0-1 pitch. Misses outside at 89. 1-1 count. Let's take a look at the defense for the Yalls. Out in left field, Brett Blomquist. In center field, Jackson Tucker. Brendan Bobo over in right. In the infield, it's Broussard at third, Baker at short, Schoenfeld at second, Zeisler at first, and Zach Beadle doing the catching. Swing and a miss, 90 miles per hour, low and inside. Overcast day at EQT Park. Again, not 63 degrees, not freezing, but certainly on the colder side of 63 degrees with no sun. That one's fouled back. We'll do it again. I haven't seen the sun pretty much the entire time here in Washington. Had that hour-and-a-half rain delay on Tuesday, that morning game. Guess the sun was out for a little bit after. The 1-2, high and inside. That'll back Fowler off the plate. Tom Vaith and Toby Hall, both managers for both clubs, having a conversation near the Y'all's dugout. Vaith, the third base coach and manager for the Wild Things. 2-2. Off speed, misses a bit inside. Nice pitch there from Isaac Milburn. 27-28 on that slider. Full count. One away with the bases empty. A little bit of a shift for Florence. Shortstop Baker shaded up the middle, and Schoenfeld playing a deep second base. Payoff pitch. Slider. In there for a strike, but not called. Beautifully placed from Milburn. Did not get the call in the inner half. That's a missed call by the home plate umpire already. And there leads to a walk for Washington. One out base runner now for Jeff LaCorey. Another lefty. Hopefully the baseball gods work in Milburn's favor. Roll a double play after that. Now from the stretch, Milburn, ground ball up the middle, fields it, throws on to second for one. The relay to first is in time. What did I tell you? Baseball gods do the job. Florence with an unconventional 1-2-3 as we head to the top of the second. Scoreless at EQT Park when we return on the Frontier League Network powered by HTN. Top of the second brings us our umpire intro, brought to you by Pella Windows. Looking for a clearer view of every call? Trust Pella Window and Door, bringing you replay-worthy clarity and craftsmanship you can count on. Pella Window and Door, so good even the ump won't miss a thing. Brendan Bobo digs in against the righty Maddox Long, who went 1-2-3 in his opening frame. First pitch misses, a 1-0 count. Bobo, 283 average, 4 home runs, 9 RBIs. He's the home run leader for the Y'alls. The 1-0 misses downstairs. That umpire crew today should be following us back home. It's Matthias Pascalo behind home plate. Ken Jackson, the crew chief, down the first base line, and Lucas Naley down the third base line. 2-0. Ground ball right side. It's the fourth grounder of the day for the Florence offense. Second baseman toss on to first is in time. 4-3 on the put away. Now to bring up Zade Richardson, the man with a 3-hit day yesterday, his first 3-hit performance of the season, as he continues his stellar start. whenever it helps, Zaid, no just knowing, yeah, I'm the designated hitter. My job's just to go out there and hit. Doesn't have to worry about catching this season. Cranks that one out towards center field. Catch up right at it. Makes the grab for the second out. One pitch, one away. Two away now. That'll bring up Garrett Broussard. Pretty quick inning right now for Florence. Got to try and slow it down. Broussard takes the fastball in there for a strike. 90 at the top of the zone. The 0-1 bounces in the dirt in the lefty batter's box. Broussard 2 for 5 yesterday. He's 2 for 9 in the series with 2 strikeouts. He's had a very good start as well. Off speed in there, 82. Broussard has moved himself up to the 6th spot in the order. He's hit as high as 5. 1-2. Misses outside. It's another one of Toby Hall's additions from Windy City. Florence now with 4 of them on the roster. Broussard, Beadle, Harbison, and Milburn, all coming over from Windy City in the offseason. Winds the 2-2, misses downstairs. Full count. Decent-sized crowd here at EQT Park. The payoff pitch, called strike 3, fastball. Kissing the left side of the zone. Inner half to Broussard. We'll end the inning. Another 1-2-3 from Maddox Long. We head to the bottom of the second. Hoping to spin it the same way for Milburn when we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Bottom half of the second inning, 0-0 on our Thomas More scoreboard. Always our scoreboard partner, Thomas More University. There you'll be able to take your life and your career as far as you want it to go. Apply or donate today at thomasmore.edu. Isaac Milburn with an unconventional 1-2-3. His opening frame, walked a batter. Should have had his second strikeout. Then rolled a great double play that he had a hand in, a 1-6-3 double play at the end of the inning. 4-5-6 due up for Washington. Check, Bricado, Stokely. 2 lefties there in Check and Stokely. It's the left-handed pitcher, Isaac Milburn, on the mound. Andrew Check has had a very good series against Florence, as he always does. Off-speed misses downstairs. It's interesting, this is not the first time that Isaac Milburn and Maddox Long have faced each other. Their history actually goes back into 2024, 2025, I believe, actually, the Northwoods League in 2025. Isaac Milburn against Maddox Long. It was Milburn for the Madison Mallards. And Maddox Long for the Green Bay Rockers. Northwoods League, obviously a collegiate wood bat league. Slider in there for a strike. And the last time these two faced off, Isaac Milburn tossed a no-hitter against the Madison Mallards. So pretty amazing. Milburn against Maddox Long. They've competed against each other before. Milburn's probably best start of his career. That one's blooped out towards shallow shortstop, and it's the diving third baseman, Garrett Broussard, who's able to make the grab. Dylan Baker went back first, and luckily Broussard was there to cover his tracks. What a play from Garrett Broussard on what was just a little bloop. 47 off the bat of Andrew Check for the first out of the inning. A P5 that's going to look way different in the scorebook than it did here at EQT Park. Anthony Mercado digs in a home run yesterday against Florence, his former club. But yeah, Milburn, and they both pitched very well, Milburn and Long. Obviously, Milburn was the one that had the no-hitter. First solo no-hitter ever thrown for the Mallards. 1-0. Misses at the top of the zone. Maddox Long, it was a 1-0 ball game, so 1-0 win over the Green Bay Rockers for Milburn's Madison Mallards. That one misses upstairs, 3-0 count. Maddox Long was great in his own right. Struck out 6 over 7 innings, allowed just the 1 run that was in the third. Pitch misses. 4-pitch walk to Anthony Mercado. That'll bring up Hunter Stokely with 1 away and a runner on first. Milburn tossed 118 pitches during that no-hitter. Very good season in the Northwoods League before he was added by the Windy City Thunderbolts. 3-0, a 2.76 ERA. 7 games, 6 starts, 42 innings pitched. Picked up 50 strikeouts to just 7 walks. Rolling through the Northwoods League. Mercado 2-step lead over at first. The 0-1 to Stokely, fouls it away, he's up 0-2. Milburn was just really good in 2025. Post-college, Mallards, the Thunderbolts, then obviously in the Dubai Professional League as well, Baseball United. From the stretch, the 0-2 pitch, grounds it left side, Dylan Baker will glove it, toss on to second for 1, the relay over to first is not in time, gets away from Zeisler. Will be a fielder's choice 6-4 on the put away. And Stokely just swaps places with Mercado. Brings up Kyle Edwards, 2 away and a runner on first. I thought that was pretty interesting. You know, you don't often see pitchers that know each other and have pitched against each other before, let alone to this extent. A Milburn no-hitter against Maddox Long the last time they faced off. And Maddox Long also very good. So who's going to blink first here in the Frontier League play now? First pitch to Edwards. Well, it's a pickoff attempt. Looks like off of Stokely over at first. Back-to-back pickoff attempts. Nothing going, and now Stokely ringing around his neck. Definitely hit him off the back of the helmet and maybe caught some of the body. Northwoods League produces a lot of good talent. One of the better collegiate summer bat leagues. First pitch, misses upstairs to the batter, Kyle Edwards. The 1-0 misses upstairs. Stephen Gregg says, Rory, SpaceX is launching Starship 12 in about 18 minutes. Go Florence and Starship 12. Be awesome. We need and will win this series this evening. Go Y'alls, Stephen Gregg says. Called it yesterday. Although it was Stephen, were you on at the, I think you were. You were commenting at the end of that game. Definitely got hairy. It was a one-run game in the 9th. 2-0. Misses upstairs, now 3-0. Again, this was a problem for Milburn his last time out. A lot of walks. He's got 2 already. He was able to walk the tightrope very well, allowed just 2 runs across 5 innings, but had 6 walks. I believe a couple hit by pitches as well. 3-0. Misses outside. Second 4-pitch walk in the inning. Now his 3rd. With 2 away, we got runners first and second for 3 Hillier, making his first at-bat of the season. SpaceX launching Starship 12 in about 18 minutes. Where is Starship 12 going to? That's Toby Hall, the field manager Florence, coming to talk to his wing. And is Starship 12 a random name, or have there been 12 Starships that SpaceX has sent out? Two away, runners first and second. 2 walks in the inning. Brings up 3 Hillier, the last lefty in the Washington lineup. Three Hillier, guy that I know very well. Guess I shouldn't say very well. Did spend a summer with 3 Hillier in Coastal Plains League, another good collegiate wood bat league, the Forest City Owls. He's now found a home here in Washington, his 2nd season. First pitch was in there for a strike. Milburn, 1 look at second. The 0-1 misses at the top of the zone. Caught every bit of it. 88 miles per hour. Again, a very good spot, just not called. Matias Buscalo behind home plate. The 1-1 skies it out towards shallow left field. In comes Blomquist, still coming in. Makes the grab to end the inning. Blomquist first put away in left field. We're scoreless through 2. We head to the top of the 3rd. It's time for Tettemer Trivia when we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HTM. Top half of the third inning always brought to you by the Roar Agency, located in all 50 states across the nation. Feel the Roar difference with Roar Insurance. Visit us today at roarins.com. Brett Blomquist leads things off for Florence. They've gone down in order, 6 up, 6 down for Maddox Long. Blomquist beat Baker, 7-8-9. There's a ground ball left side, slow roller over towards the shortstop who gloves it. Throw on to first is in time, 6-3 on the put away. Our Tettemer trivia question of the day, already getting some answers. It's live on Twitter, way it works. I read a question top half of the third, give you guys the answer in the bottom half. You have the opportunity to play along. Head on over to Twitter. It's rtettemer9 or Florence_Yalls. Question is live. Comment your guess in the comment section. I will shout you out here on the broadcast. Tettemer trivia, always brought to you by the Roar Agency. Our question of the day, an 0-1 count to Zach Beadle. Long delivers the 0-1. It's a grounder right side over towards the second baseman. Fowler. Throw on to first is in time. 4-3 on the put away. Let's get to this question. Who was the last #1 overall pick to win a World Series with the team that drafted him? Again, who was the last #1 overall pick to win a World Series with the team that drafted him? I'm looking for the most recent one. My hint, they're from the National League and was drafted within the 2000 to 2020 drafts. Didn't want to give the exact draft. I figured that would give it away. But 2000 to 2020 drafts, and they won a World Series after being the last #1 overall pick with the team that drafted them. Comment your guess in the comment section. I will shout you out here on the broadcast. You can also comment on that YouTube Live. Swing and a miss there to Dylan Baker, an 0-2 count. Misses outside, a 1-2. Maddox Long is working really quickly and is mowing through this Florence order. Hasn't allowed a base runner through the first date. Dylan Baker with a 1-2 count on him. So you're looking for a #1 overall pick between 2000 to 2020. A 1-2, skies it foul. The draft is 2000 to 2020. When they won the World Series, I will not tell. I always wanted to give the World Series again. I thought that would be too easy. A #1 overall pick. So you got 20 people to choose from. 1-2. Misses outside. Two-two pitch, fouls it back. We'll do it again. 2 away with the bases empty. Scoreless at the top of the third. Milburn has navigated through some traffic. Maddox Long hasn't had anyone on base. Long, the 2-2. That one's punched foul down the first base line. Getting over there is Stokely, but it bounces off the net as he runs out of room. Good at bat here from Dylan Baker, bottom of the order for Florence. He's put together a nice start to the season. Entered the series hitting .296, 5 runs, 4 RBIs. Long again, 2-2 pitch, fastball, called, strike 3. Dots up the outer half. Florence, 9 up, 9 down to open the ball game. We head to the bottom of the third. Get your guesses in for Tettemer Trivia when we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Bottom half of the third inning, scoreless at EQT Park. Isaac Milburn now facing Ryan Ford, another lefty for the Wild Things. Swinging a miss on the very first pitch he sees. Milburn has navigated through some traffic, 3 walks, some self-induced traffic through 2 innings of work, but has kept it scoreless. That's the most important part. We are playing Tettemer trivia in the inning. A 1 in there for a strike on the outer half. Tettemer trivia question of the day. Who was the last #1 overall pick to win a World Series with the team that drafted him? From the NL and was drafted in the 2000 to 2020 drafts. 0-2 pitch, slider misses outside. Didn't want to give the year of the draft, didn't want to give the year of the World Series. Again, that just limits it. So 2000 to 2020. 1-2. Ooh. Called, strike 3. Beautifully placed, top of the zone. Milburn just filthy there, 28-25 on the spin rate. Picks up his second strikeout. Both looking now. Back up to the top of the order, Caleb Ketchup. Let's start getting to our guesses. Cam Beatty said Steven Strasburg. Rory Tettemer said Steven Strasburg. Carter Cousins said Dansby Swanson. Jacob Brown said Cody Bellinger. Let's see if we got anything on our radio stream. SpaceX just scrubbed the Starship 12 launch. Well, that's unfortunate, Steven. Anything else here? Those are it. So we've got 4. I guess 3 with the same guest. Steven Strasburg, Swanson, and Bellinger are the guesses so far. All 3 won World Series. 1-1. Misses outside. Good pitch there in the strike zone. 2-1 count. 1 away. Bottom half of the third. Give you guys the answer with 2 outs. Ground ball left side and through for a base hit. The first hit of the ball game for either club belongs to Caleb Ketchup. Turned on a fastball at the bottom of the zone. The press box have a guess. Corey Seager, a guess from the press box. Another guy that won a World Series. Pickoff attempt. Nothing going. So now we got Strasburg, Seager, Swanson, a lot of S's, and Bellinger. A lot of good #1 overall picks. I can tell you what, there's only 14 in Major League Baseball history #1 overall picks to win a World Series with the team that drafted them. We're looking for the most recent one to do it. Pickoff attempt. Didn't get him. Second one there from Isaac Milburn. 1 away with a runner on first. Cole Fowler walked his last time up. 1-0 misses downstairs. Ketchup, 2-step lead over at first. Ground ball right side. Schoenfeld gloves it, tossed to second for 1. No throw over to first. They do get the force out at second. Take away the lead runner. A very nice play from Schoenfeld. It'll be a fielder's choice 4-6. Fowler swaps places with Caleb Ketchup. Let's get to our answer for our Tettemer Trivia question of the day. Again, who was the last #1 overall pick to win a World Series with the team that drafted him. I told you there's been 14 in Major League Baseball history. The first was Rick Monday, 1965. He obviously won a World Series in '81, but there's been a few more. Last to do it was in the 2015 draft. You think 2015, I'm around the high school age there, but this guy was a unanimous #1 overall pick. I think everyone had seen his highlight reel entering, knew that he was going to be something. Did end up having a decent career right now. Still playing. Not with his club that drafted him. The correct answer, not Steven Strasburg, but Dansby Swanson. In 2015, he was drafted #1 overall by the Atlanta Braves and obviously won the World Series in 2021. Now the shortstop for the Chicago Cubs, Dansby Swanson. Your correct answer today. Carter Cousins with the win on Tettemer Trivia. I think his first win of the season. Congratulations to Carter Cousins earning that win. Steven Strasburg was a correct guess, just not the most recent. He was drafted in 2009, won it in 2019, 10 years later. So he's 1 of 14, swing and a miss. 2-2 count, 2 away and a runner on first. Bottom half of the third inning. The reason I found this was I was looking for a Pat Burrell Tettemer trivia. Me and Toby were talking about Pat the Bat at batting practice today. He's actually a friend of Pat Burrell, and we were talking about it. I wanted to find something, and he is a former #1 overall pick that's won 2 World Series. The team that drafted him, as well as the San Francisco Giants. Pretty amazing, though. Phillies in 08, 2010 for the Giants. So Pat the Bat, I found that looking for a Pat the Bat trivia and pivoted once I couldn't make anything out of it. So Dansby Swanson is your correct answer. Full count with 2 away. The payoff pitch runs upstairs. 4th walk from Isaac Milburn. We'll put runners first and second now. 2 away for Andrew Check. Dangerous hitter in itself, but Check was a pop out to third his last time up. However, like I said, it looks a lot different in the scorebook than the actual play that happened. 47 off the bat from Check. Went to the middle of the field. Dylan Baker had misread it and was playing back at first. Garrett Broussard, the third baseman, came out of nowhere, made a diving grab to snag it right in front of second base for the first out of the inning. Off speed in there for a strike. Andrew Check just 1 hit against lefties on the season. That happened yesterday. It was a slow roller to second where Schoenfeld was playing in a very similar spot to where he is now, shallow right field. The 1-1 grounder, right side. Schoenfeld has it. Throw on to first is in time. Another scoreless inning for Isaac Milburn. We're scoreless through 3 at EQT Park, heading to the top of the 4th when we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Top half of the fourth inning, 0-0 at EQT Park. Florence has gone 9 up, 9 down. Against Maddox Long, trying to break that is Tyler Schoenfeld back to the top of the order. Schoenfeld followed by Tucker and Zeisler. Been a lot of groundouts for the Yalls. They've had 3 putaways, a fly out, and then 2 Ks. Other than that, all groundouts. 0-1, that one's skied foul. Oh, 2 fouls it away. Oh, 2 misses upstairs, top of the zone. The 1-2 pitch to Schoenfeld. Fastball misses inside, kissing the zone on the inner half. Now 2-2. It's been a tight zone here from Pascalo, and at least it's tight both ways. Two misses inside. That one downstairs, a few inches off. A full count. Florence trying to get their first base runner. Stephen Grang, let's get 3 runs this inning. Go Yalls, I'm a fan of that. Payoff pitch. That one's roped out towards right field. LaCorey came in, now goes back and makes the grab. One away with the bases empty. Jackson Tucker takes the first pitch outside. At least that was a hard hit ball from Tyler Schoenfeld. Florence just hasn't had a lot of hard contact against Maddox Long. The 1-0. Missing downstairs, a nice breaker. 24-52 on the slider. Straight up defense for the Wild Things. Wind starts to come a little bit in here. 2-0. Missing outside. 3-0 count. Florence hasn't been ahead in many at-bats here. The 3-0. In there for a strike. The 3-1. In there for a strike. Maddox Long trying to come all the way back. A 3-2 count. Tucker grounded out to short his last time up. Sideways windup, the payoff pitch. That one's roped into right field. That'll drop in for a base hit. First hit of the day for Florence. Jackson Tucker with a hard turnaround first, but he'll stay there. Nice at bat from Tucker. Hank Zeisler, the captain, digs into the lefty batter's box. A ground out to second, his last time up. Fouls the first pitch away. One away with a runner on first. Both a hit apiece. Stretch the 0-1, swing and a miss. Pickoff attempt, nothing going. Tucker was leaning. Now it's fouled back, an 0-2 count. Hank Zeisler with a .444 average entering today. Jackson Tucker leaning again, takes an additional step over at first. Doesn't go. 0-2. Squibbed out towards left center field. That'll drop in for a base hit. Left field, not left center. Back-to-back singles for Florence. They have runners first and second now for Brendan Bobo. Again, two very good at-bats. Zeisler just refused to quit there. Punches one opposite way. Oh, look at this, a 2024 Latin Heritage Y'all's jersey in attendance. That's nice to see. That was one with the black base and then pretty much every color you could think of on it. Blue, pink, orange, yellow, purple. Those were good jerseys. First pitch to Bobo, gets away from the catcher. Tucker will take off for third, and Zeisler follows to second. Now both runners in scoring position for Brendan Bobo. Florence's best chance of the ball game. They went 10 up, 10 down to open things up. Kick the 1-0, fouls it back. Hillier's going to go talk to his pitcher. Maybe they crossed up there. Runner on second, switching up the signs possibly. Tough out here, and Brendan Bobo want to make sure they're getting it right. A 1-1 count with one away. Florence runners second and third. It's a big one for Zeisler, who's chasing down the all-time run record for the Y'alls. Franchise run record. Bobo trying to help him do so. Grounded out to second his last time up. There you go. Now Bobo home run. Please, says Stephen Gregg. And if so, his prediction would be true. Getting 3 runs in the inning. Scoreless. Top of the 4th. One away. First base side of the rubber, the 1-1 to Bobo. He ropes it into right field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Tucker will come in to score. They'll give a stop sign to Zeisler. An RBI single for Brendan Bobo. Florence strikes first. They're out in front 1-0. 3 singles in a row from the Y'alls offense after getting pretty much nothing through the first 3 innings. Bobo notches another RBI. They have runners at the corners for Zade Richardson. Richardson flied out to center field, put a good piece on it. That single there from Bobo was 110 off the bat. Absolutely roped it into right field. Pitching coach for Washington, Josh Flowerman, his first season with the ball club. Little meeting on the mound. How about the amount of people that Washington has on their inactive list? They have 6, including former Florence Y'all Aaron Runn. 6 people on the inactive list. Inactive list / suspended. Pretty amazing. Runners at the corners for Richardson. First pitch to him, an off speed, misses at the top of the zone. Richardson hit a good fly ball to center field. It was just right at catch-up. 1-0 runs in off the hands and hits the knob of the bat for a foul ball, 1-1. Long went 3 up, 3 down in his first 3 innings. Retired the first batter in Shaney Felt. 10 up, 10 down overall to start the game. Since then, it's been 3 consecutive singles from the Y'alls to give them a 1-0 lead. Richardson, a line drive, snagged, a leaping grab from Edwards. Takes away an RBI and a base knock from Zade Richardson. 98 off the bat. He continues just to hit the ball hard, whether it's at someone or not. Tip of the cap there to Edwards with the leaping grab. Brings up Garrett Broussard, trying to get more than just 1 for the Y'alls. Still runners at the corners now, 2 away. Pickoff attempt, nothing going. Maddox long. Might have seen the pitch clock going down to work that pickoff attempt. Didn't know if he had his pitch maybe. It's a very odd choice to keep Bobo close. First to Broussard, he fouls it away. Behind home plate. One fouls it down the first base line. We'll head over towards the Washington dugout. An 0-2 count. Fastball. Really kind of just jammed up Broussard there. Wasn't able to turn on it. Never an easy game against Washington. Need as many runs as you can grab. The stretch, the 0-2 slider misses outside. Long does offer a very good complimentary pitch with a slider at 25-16 on the spin rate. The 1-2 swing and a miss, blows it by him at 92. Florence gets a run across, but they strand 2 on base. We head to the bottom of the 4th with a 1-0 Y'alls lead when we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Top half of the fourth inning. Our call for the Whites always brought to you by Class Jewelers. Our diamond is shining bright thanks to our friends at Class. Head on over to 7365 Burlington Pike, Florence for all your jewelry needs, or call them today at 859-525-7500. Class Jewelers will be at Thomas More Stadium on Saturday, running their jewelry giveaway. I believe it's a small pair of diamond stud earrings. They're running that giveaway at their table. You can find them on the concourse at Thomas More Stadium. Faith and Family Night for Florence, as well as a rockin' Saturday. Hopefully the rain stays away from Thomas More Stadium. Isaac Milburn now working with a 1-0 lead. Anthony Mercado, the first batter he faces. First pitch misses downstairs. Milburn has allowed 1 hit. It's been self-inflicted damage. 4 walks through 3 innings. His walk number still high for the lefty. The 1-0 roped down the left field line, but foul. First time working with the lead now. Florence spun 3 consecutive singles to get on the board. Winds and delivers the 1-1, swing and a miss, top of the zone. Anthony Mercado, his first home run against a lefty, even dating back to last season, was yesterday against Evan Webster, one of Webster's lone blemishes. 1-2. This is downstairs. Mercado, 4 home runs on the season. Former Florence Y'all. Really enjoyed playing at Thomas More Stadium. He was on a tear to open up his second tenure with the Y'alls. To be fair, it's his second tenure with Washington as well. 2-2, that one's skied out towards center field. It's well hit. Tucker gonna go all the way to the wall, and it bounces off the batter's eye. Throw will come in. Anthony Mercado with a leadoff double. Roped that one, 104. Runner in scoring position for Washington. Brings up Hunter Stokely. .403 on the distance. Very loud off the batter's eye in center field. Second hit allowed by Milburn. Stokely grounded out. Fielder's choice 6-4 last time up. First pitch in there for a strike. .2858 on that slider from Milburn, or off speed. Really good. I mean, that's just impressive. The 0-1 check swing misses downstairs. The 1-1. Ground ball left side, fielded by Broussard. He looks Mercado back to second. Throw on to first is in time. A nice play there from Garrett Broussard. 5-3 on that put away. Keeps Mercado away from third. Kyle Edwards, the batter. He had a 4-pitch walk to him last time. Ropes that one down the right field line, but foul, an 0-1 count. .01, Ground ball up the middle, fielded by Milburn. Throw goes to third. In comes Bricado, and he ran right into that one. Very nice play from Isaac Milburn. 94-mile-per-hour ground ball right back to him. Works up a nice PFP. Takes away the lead runner. And it'll be a fielder's choice, 1-5. You don't put that in the book every day. Runner on first with 2 away for 3 Hillier. Flied out to left field his last time up. First pitch to Hillier, the lefty, misses upstairs. The 1-0. Misses downstairs in the dirt. 2-0. 3 Hillier, his second season with Washington. Out of Asheville, North Carolina. William Hillier III. That's where he gets the name 3 from. 2-0. Fouls it away. Went to Liberty, but I also believe he went to High Point. Might transfer to High Point. Pickoff attempt, nothing going. Yeah, transferred to High Point after 4 years at Liberty. Had a .294 average, 10 home runs, 49 RBIs for High Point, Big South Conference, and came over to Washington at 25. Had 1 home run, 17 RBIs, and a .242 average. 2-1, misses upstairs. 3-1. Looks like his final season at Liberty may be cut short to injury, just 4 games played. 2022 was one of his best seasons, .309 average, 7 home runs, 43 RBIs, and 53 games played. Skies that one foul behind home plate, now a full count. Pretty good collegiate career. You get any awards for that? Senior season, really good season. 57 hits, .294 average, 10 doubles, 10 home runs. The payoff pitch. Slider misses inside. 5th walk from Isaac Milburn. Now runners first and second. 2 away. Brings up Ryan Ford. He struck out looking his last time up. So there's a point in this lineup for Washington where they have 5 of 6 hitters in a row lefty. So it's 3 Hillier, Ryan Ford at the bottom of the order. Circle back to the top with a righty and Caleb Ketchup, and then 3 lefties in a row. It's in there for a strike. Manager Tom Vaith, just saying, hey, at one point they all got to play. Florence, obviously, with 3 lefty starters. Actually 4 total in their rotation with the addition of Liam Alpern. And heck, even Aiden McAvoy was a starter last year for Joliet. Still wouldn't be shocked if you end up seeing him in the rotation at some point. 0-1, fastball misses high and inside. Lefty-lefty battle. A 1-1 slider misses inside. Trying to attack with that front door slider to the last 2 batters here. He just hasn't been able to spin enough. It's breaking nicely in, just hasn't connected on the inner half. At the beginning, it looks like it's going to hit the batter. Does do a good job at least moving out of the way of that. Just not enough to get in the zone. 2-1. Missing downstairs. 88 miles per hour just beneath the bottom of the zone. In danger of walking his 6th batter, which is the total he had in his last start. Kick the 3-1 pitch, slider. Missing high and inside. It's his 6th walked batter. And that ties the season high for any Florence Yalls pitcher. Walk numbers just weren't a problem last season for Isaac Milburn. 11 walks across 35 innings with 37 strikeouts. Then even in the Northwoods League, just 7 walks in 42 innings with 50 Ks. Toby Hall is going to have a meeting on the mound with the whole infield. Bases loaded and 2 away. A big-time spot now, especially walking the 8-9. Can't really afford to do that with the top of the order as good as Washington's is. Caleb Ketchup was the first to get a hit against Milburn today. Florence with a 1-0 lead, clinging to life. A lot of self-inflicted damage here from Milburn. Just 2 hits allowed, but 6 walks. He's done a good job of limiting the runners coming across home plate. Can he continue that? Caleb Ketchup, the batter. He's a first pitch swinger. Off speed. I mean, that's just got to be called. It's got to touch in the zone there on the outer half. Beautifully placed from Milburn. It's a 1-0 count. Swing and a miss. 88 right down Broadway. Swing and a miss on the slider. Top of the zone at 79. Now a 1-2 count to Ketchup. I believe he had 2 strikes to him last time. Ketchup delivered a single into left field. Bases loaded. 2 away. Florence with a 1-0 lead. The 1-2 pitch. Skies it out towards center field. Sending Tucker back, but room in front of the warning track. He makes the grab to end the inning. Milburn again walks the tightrope. Puts up another goose egg for the Washington offense. We head to the top of the 5th. It's a 1-0 Yalls lead when we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Top half of the fifth inning, 7-8-9 due up for Florence, trying to add to a 1-0 lead over the Wild Things. Blomquist, Beetle, Baker, Maddox Long still on the mound, only at 57 pitches, entering his fifth inning of work. That tops a season high of 55, and with one out here, he will get his season high in innings pitched. 4 was as high as before. First pitch in there for a strike. Blomquist grounded out to short in his lone plate appearance. Isaac Milburn, a good job of the other side of the ball, keeping runners from scoring. He's had plenty of base runners aboard. All that matters is if they touch home plate. The 1-1, high and inside. No action in the Y'all's bullpen. A few people standing, get loose. Two-one, upstairs. The 3-1 pitch. That one's popped up. First base side. Andrew Check backpedaling a little bit. Makes the grab. Out number 1. 3 hits in a row from Florence gave them their first run of the game. Other than that, Maddox Long, a really good job limiting a talented Florence offense. 4 of the 3 hits, he was 10 up, 10 down to open the ball game. Hasn't issued a walk. I think he's issued a walk all season. Maybe just one. Yeah, 1 walk last time against Schaumburg. Definitely just throwing over the plate. Florence hasn't been able to take advantage of it. Zach Beetle now, 1-0. Grounded out to second, his first time up. Fastball in there for a strike. About an inch off the plate on the inner half. Florence not getting that call on the other side. One-one. Slider, outer half in there. A 1-2 count. Wines delivers the 1-2. Nubs it right in front of home plate. Picked up on the bare hand from Maddox Long. Toss on to first is in time. PFP 1-3 on the put away. Still inducing a lot of weak contact from the rest of the Florence lineup, not named Jackson Tucker, Hank Zeisler, or Brendan Bobo. Even Zade Richardson for that matter. He's had 2 hard putaways. Brings up the bottom of the order. Dylan Baker had a good at-bat his last time up. Ended up striking out looking. 3 Ks on the day for Maddox Long. First pitch. Misses outside. Still a light baby blue sky. Overcast, no doubt. 1-0. Slider in there. Sun setting on the left field side. Still enough daylight. Got the lights on. Early spring. Should be close to start of summer, though. Foul tipped into the glove of 3 Hillier. 1-2. It's definitely been a colder start to the season. This deep into it. Now you're in game 12. 1-2. Grounds it right back over to Maddox Long. He'll walk over to first and give a light toss. Another 1-2-3 inning for Long. His 4th on the day. Simply business. So we head to the bottom of the 5th. 1-0 Y'alls when we return to the Frontier League Network powered by HTN. Bottom half of the 5th inning. Florence on top 1-0. Isaac Milburn got to go out for another inning of work, this time with Max Weitzel already warming up in the bullpen for the Yalls. Might be a short leash if Milburn gets himself into any trouble. They'll head to the pen. Milburn on the other side is going to try and qualify for what would be the win if the score stands. 1-0, really tight game to even say that. .74 pitches for Isaac Milburn. 37 strikes, 37 balls. He's had 6 walks, a lot of self-inflicted damage. Facing the 2-3-4 of the Washington lineup. Cole Fowler will lead things off. A walk in the fielder's choice. He's 0 for 1. Good thing is it's Fowler, LaCorey, Check, all 3 lefties. In theory, Milburn and the lefty should have an advantage there. Not always the case. Three hits for Florence, just 2 for Washington. Fastball misses upstairs. Take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard. Powered by iScore, presented by Thornbush Whiskey. Thornbush, the new frontier in the world of whiskey. Bold, smooth, and wildly unexpected. Come try the new official cocktail of the Florence Yalls at Thomas More Stadium. 1-0 in there for a strike, 1-1. Only a handful of games going on right now. 4 games total in the Frontier League. 1-1 in there for a strike. Let's start with the ones that are final right now. Trois-Rivières at Tri-City. Trois-Rivières, a 4-2 win, fueled by a 2-run 8th. Padded their lead. They allowed a run in the bottom of the 8th. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes is Cole Fowler. 3rd K of the day for Milburn. Brings up Jeff LaCorey, 0 for 1 with a walk. Ottawa Titans took down the New York Boulders at home, 3-2. Low-scoring ball game. Another low-scoring ball game. Windy City able to defeat Mississippi. They lost the series, but able to stay away from the sweep. 3-0 win over the Mud Monsters. They were shut out yesterday, and they shut out the Mud Monsters today. Just 3 hits for Mississippi. In game 1 of a doubleheader. Looks like Evansville took down Gateway. Landon Williman carried a no-hitter into that ball game. Ended up just giving up 1 hit to Gateway. 3-0 Otters win. Completes the finals for today. Do have Quebec and Brockton in a high-scoring affair. 7-3, Brockton leads at home in the 5th. Florence on top 1-0 over the Wild Things. The 0-2 slider misses downstairs from Milburn. Schaumburg Boomers trailing Down East at home. 4-2 Down East lead. That's early in the game, just top of the 3rd. 7 hits already for the Bird Dogs. They'll be on their way to Florence after today's game. And then the Slammers and the Crushers. 1-2 misses downstairs at Joliet, Slammer Stadium. 4-1 Joliet lead. That's in the top or bottom of the 4th. Joliet over the Crushers. That's your out-of-town scoreboard, powered by iScore, brought to you by Thornbush Whiskey. We do have another game set for action in the game 2 of the doubleheader between Gateway and Evansville. 2-2, swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts from Isaac Milburn. 80 miles per hour there on the slider, bottom of the zone. That's his 4th on the day, and now 2 away in the 5th. Max Weitzel going to stop throwing a little bit, not getting hot. Brings up Andrew Check. Good little pressure put on there from Isaac Milburn. Sees a guy warming up. Now, let me try and complete this 5th. Before you think about that change. First pitch in there for a strike. Check 0 for 2 today. Pop out to third and a ground out to second. Florence has put a little shift on him. Second baseman Shaney Felt playing deep. Shortstop Dylan Baker up the middle. Check swing goes all the way around on a pitch that went to the backstop. Really nice off speed from Milburn. And Max Whitesell hadn't been used all series. I figured we would see him today. Didn't know when. He's been one of the better pitchers for the Yalls. Open up the season. 0-2 pitch. Check swing goes all the way around. Milburn strikes out the side here in the fifth. He's gone 5 scoreless. Florence carries a 1-0 lead into the top of the sixth. It's time for This Day in Baseball History when we return to the Frontier League Network powered by HTN. Top half of the sixth inning. Florence with a 1-0 lead on our Thomas More scoreboard. Top of the order for the Yalls. Maddox Long has done a very good job. He enters his sixth inning of work. Shaney Felt Tucker and Zeisler facing Long, who, other than a 3-hit fourth, all 3 of those hits in a row, he's worked 4 1-2-3 innings. Has been very efficient against the Yalls. Just on the other side, very similar to their last meetup in the Northwoods League. He's technically being out-dueled by Isaac Milburn. That was also a 1-0 win, a no-hitter for Milburn in the Northwoods League. Max Whitesell now getting hot. Probably spells the end of the day for Isaac Milburn, who struck out the side in the fifth. 0-1 count to Shaney Felt. Long the 0-1. Shaney Felt shows bunt and misses outside. Top half of the sixth always brings us our This Day in Baseball History, brought to you by Furniture Fair. Style, comfort, value. That's the Furniture Fair promise. Visit your local showroom or shop online at FurnitureFair.net. 1-1, Shaney Felt fouls it away. This Day in Baseball History, looking back on May 21st. All years of baseball history, seeing the fun things that happened. First one's a fun one in 1901. The 1-2 to Shaney Felt, punches it out towards left field. Bricado and Ketchup going at it. Bricado making the grab. Out number 1 in the inning. That'll be the 6th retired in a row from Maddox Long. Brings up Jackson Tucker. Singled and scored his last time up. So May 21st, 1901, Andrew Friedman, part owner of the Giants at the time, accuses umpire Billy Nash of incompetence and bans him from the Polo Grounds. 1 Pirates player and 1 from the Giants are forced to officiate. Pretty amazing. So a Pirates player and a Giants player forced to be the umpires of the game because a part owner banned the umpire Billy Nash of incompetence. Banned him. That is amazing. I wonder what incompetence looks like in 1901. You just showing up, just plastered and not able to call balls and strikes. That one misses outside. That is a interesting this state in baseball history. Oh, 0-1 count to Tucker. Ground ball up the middle, fielded by the shortstop. Throw goes on to first. It's in time. 6-3 on the put away. That'll bring up Hank Zeisler. Let's go to 1930. Babe Ruth hit 3 consecutive home runs in the first game of a doubleheader against the A's. Then decides to hit right-handed against Jack Quinn in the 9th. After 2 strikes, he switches to lefty but strikes out. Ruth was homerless in the nightcap. So 3 consecutive bombs. Then he decides just to hit right-handed for the fun of it. Did strike out there. And I think that, that's not allowed anymore. If you are a switch hitter, you have to stay in the same spot, same batter's box. That one's in there for a strike. A 1-1 count. One misses downstairs. Two one, fouls it away. The 2-2 fouls it away off the leg of Zeisler. Two count, 2 away with the bases empty. Florence on top, 1-0. Kick the 2-2 pitch to Zeisler, fouls it away, this time off the glove. Two fouls it away. Two. Called, strike 3, right on the outer half. About an inch below the plate, actually. Zeisler upset about it, too. Toby Hall going to come and run out. Hank Zeisler punched away, and another 1-2-3 inning for Maddox long. We head to the bottom of the 6th when we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Bottom half of the 6th inning. It's a Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken pitching change with a new wing coming into the game. Pick up the best wings in the tri-state area. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken. Lee's always fresh, never frozen. Max Whitesell in for Isaac Milburn with what ends up being a very good start. The best start of the season for the left-handed pitcher. Walked a tightrope in a few of the innings, but 5 shutout, just 2 hits, 6 walks is the problem there, but 5 strikeouts. He struck out the side his last time up and now gives way to Max Whitesell after qualifying for the win. Florence on top 1-0. Again, that is a narrow lead. Certainly not one that you would feel confident in going into the 9th with. Anthony Mercado has been on base twice today. Whitesell has looked very good to begin the season for Florence. The 1-1 pitch, fastball misses outside. I believe the lone Y'all's pitcher right now that hasn't really been shaky at all. 7 1/3 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 run, no walks, 8 Ks. It's been very consistent. The 1 run he allowed was a home run back against Evansville at Thomas More Stadium. That one misses outside, 3-1. Hasn't issued a walk this season. Mercado a 3-1 count. 3-1, swing and a miss, out in front of the off-speed. We'll continue with our This Day in Baseball history. We've talked about the Giants banning an umpire. Babe Ruth, 3 consecutive home runs, 1930. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss, foul tip into the glove of Zach Beadle. First K of the day. That's 4 straight strikeouts for Florence pitching. First of the day for Whitesell. Now one away, Hunter Stokely stepping up to the plate. How about 1943, the White Sox topped the Washington Senators 1-0 in 1 hour and 29 minutes. The quickest night game in American League history, an hour 29 minutes. Florence has been averaging about 3.5 hours on their games. Hour 29, a 1-0 win over the White Sox, 1943. Lefty Stokely is 0 for 2 today. Ground ball over towards short, swallowed up by Dylan Baker. Throw on to first is in time. 6-3 for the second out of the inning. Last time we saw Whitesell, he worked 3 innings. Pretty good baseball. It was that game that was postponed on Saturday and followed up as part of a doubleheader on Sunday. He was technically the de facto starter starting in the 6th inning of that game. Pitched 3 great innings, retired 8 in a row after a home run in the first. In his first inning, looked really good. So he can give you some length here. With 2 quick outs, you might just see that. Brings up Kyle Edwards. That one's fouled away, 0-1. How about this? 1962, 3 more Cleveland home runs set an American League record for most home runs over 8 straight games. They had 26 in 8 straight games. That is impressive. 0-1, fouled away off the leg of Edwards. He's down 0-2. 26 over 8 games, and I guess Washington was 24 over 9 games to start their season. Or I guess 10 games it would have been, because they did have that extra game there. Edwards walked around a little bit, now back in the box. 0-2 count to him. 2 away with the bases empty. Bottom of the 6th, Florence with a 1-0 lead. The 0-2, swing and a miss. Outer half, beautiful slider there from Max Whitesell. He picks up 2 strikeouts and a clean 1-2-3 in the 6th. We head to the 7th. It's time for Rip That Pack when we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. this was happening. Top of the 7th, Brendan Bobo leads things off for Florence. They have a 1-0 lead over Washington. Maddox Long still out there for the Wild Things. No action in the bullpen for Washington, and why not? Maddox Long has pitched in his 6 innings. 5 of them has gone 1, 2, 3. That one's roped down the right field line and foul from Bobo, who did hit the RBI single against him back in the 4th. Let's see the pitch count here for Maddox Long. Now at 86 pitches, so should be his last inning. That's by far the most he's thrown all season. 0-1, off-speed misses outside. There's 3 consecutive hits from Florence. Tucker, Zeisler, Bobo. Other than that, they have not done much against the right-handed pitcher. Narrow 1-0 lead. 1-1, slow roller down the first base line. Check will grab it. Just run over to first, already in motion. 3 unassisted on the put away of Bobo. Brings up Zayda Richardson. He's 0 for 2 with 2 hard outs. No walks from Maddox Long. Florence has just got the 3 hits, and other than that, just hasn't done anything. Our last This Day in Baseball history that I'll get to. Ken Griffey Jr. hits his 200th career homer at age 26. Only 7 other players have done this more quickly, and 6 are in the Hall of Fame. Obviously now all of them in the Hall of Fame with Ken Griffey Jr. Age 26. Impressive. Very impressive. 0-1. Misses outside. 1-1 count. Richardson a hard line out in the 4th inning. That was a leaping grab by the shortstop Edwards. 1-1. Richardson grounds it over to Edwards again. A 2-hopper. Fielded on the backhand. Throw goes on to first. It's in time. 6-3 on the put away. Once again, have been a lot of ground balls for Florence. Has not seen Maddox Long well, and this is shaping up to be another quick inning. Already 2 away with the bases empty. The Y'all's bullpen has been their problem, so they'll need as much as they can from Max Whitesell, who's been their most consistent reliever. Broussard 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Grounds it up the middle, slow roller. Edwards gloves it. Throw on the run is in time. Another quick inning for Maddox Long. Finally, the first time we've seen action in the Washington pen. I don't even know if Maddox Long has gone over 95 pitches. We'll be back in the bottom half of the 7th at stretch time at EQT Park when we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Stretch time at EQT Park, always brought to you by Stretch Lab. Stretch Lab's team of highly trained flexologists will give you a deeper stretch than you could ever achieve on your own. Visit stretchlab.com to find a location near you. Max Whitesell back out after a 1-2-3 sixth, trying to keep this a 1-0 ball game. 3 Hillier, Ryan Ford, and Caleb Ketchup. 8-9 top for Washington. Hillier and Ford both walked in their last plate appearances. Fly out to left from Hillier his last time up. First pitch misses downstairs. Whitesell picked up 2 strikeouts in the 6th. Went 1-2-3. It's back-to-back 1-2-3 innings from y'all's pitching. Milburn and Whitesell there, where they've picked up 5 Ks on 6 batters faced. 1-0. Ground ball right side. Sliding play from Hank Zeisler, but in foul territory. Bottom of the 7th, we'll do our Rip That Pack, brought to you by Hooves Hangout. Still in the 2025 Bowmans. Pulled a great first pack. Got a numbered card there of Peyton Tolley at a 250. Did not get anything yesterday, so we'll see what we can do here on our final 2 packs. The 1-1 misses upstairs, 2-1. Was at the Outlet Mall here in Washington, and we were able to get some cards. I did pull a nice numbered at a 50 Jack Leiter Jr. Now 3-1. Starting off with the former Tennessee Vol, was the face of the Vols at one point, Drew Gilbert. Nice rookie card there. With the Giants now, working with his manager, former manager of Tennessee, Tony Vitello. We got James Wood was the chase last year. Mason Wynn, Bo Bichette. 3-1, misses outside. Second walk of the day from 3 Hillier. Leadoff runner aboard. That's the tying run for Washington. Brings up Ryan Ford. Get a Thomas White under the radar. Bowman Chrome. It's like a green card under the radar. Not as cool as the last under the radar we got. And I don't even know who Thomas White is. Top prospect at 2025's end. Lefty pitcher, hit 98 on his fastball. First pitch misses outside. Then we got a Bowman Chrome of Anderson Arajo. First Bowman there for the Phillies. Signed as a free agent, 2025. I'll never be mad with the Phillies Bowman Chrome. 1-0. This is inside. Whitesell struggling to find the zone here. 2 got a backwards card. It's Elian Pena on the snakeskin. I believe he is a very good prospect to chase for New York. Snakeskin's very cool too. It's got like a texture on it. 2-0 pitch, skies it foul. Whitesell kind of has to get an out here before facing the top of the order. We get Eric Hartman, Tyler Bremner, and Y.N. Lin. Y.N. Lin, the ambidextrous pitcher. Signed 2024 as a free agent. Pickoff at time, nothing going. No, he's not. Not the best pack there. Got the snakeskin, which is always cool. I believe Elian Pena too, that's a good chase. Got one more pack of the Bowman 2026, which did give us a numbered card already. That was fouled back 2-2. Nobody out. Runner on first. Florence with a 1-0 lead. Chase Hopewell beginning to toss around in the Florence bullpen. Not a guy you want to bring in with a lot of runners on base. Hopewell, we've seen that before. He had a wild pitch in a pretty close game against Evansville. Hopewell, very good his last time out though. Very, pitched a clean inning, started the inning on the mound. That's where I like Hopewell. I think Florence would opt for that right now. Just need Max Whitesell to get out of this. And then their plan would be Hopewell in the 8th. Maybe McAvoy back in the 9th. Swing and a miss. Back pick over to first, not in time. Whitesell picks up his 3rd strikeout. Now we're back to the top of the order for Caleb Ketchup. 1 away and a runner on first. double play would be just what the doctor ordered. Florence has one double play today, has had a few chances for it. First pitch, missing at the top of the zone on the off speed at 82. Starting off pack number 2 with Fernando Tatis Jr., followed by Dylan Cruz, the hot chase. Ooh, Owen Casey on the rookie card. Fastball in there for a strike. Nice pitch there from Max Whitesell. Owen Casey and Carter Jensen, back-to-back rookies there. The 1-1 fouls it back, 1-2. Let's go to the cards on the back first before we get to the Bowman Chromes. Doesn't look like anything numbered there. Edward Florentino on the first Bowman. Oh, Charlie Condon. I think he was the top chase last year's Bowman class. One-two. Skied foul, first base side. Hank Zeisler heading over towards the net, and he runs out of room up onto the Pepsi party deck. Count stays 1-2. Carlos Lagrange, the number 87 overall prospect, the top 100 there for the Yankees. Pick up his top 100 prospect card, Bowman Chrome. And then first Bowman's for Owen Carey and Arjun Namala. Really nothing there. Nothing in these 2 packs today. Nothing in the last 4 packs. Just some cool inserts. Swing and a miss, top of the zone. Back-to-back Ks for Max Whitesell, his 4th in the outing. That's a big second out. I think that'll slow down Chase Hopewell in the bullpen, and it will. Again, that's the plan there for Florence. You have Hopewell warming just in case. But they would rather him pitch with a clean inning, nobody on base. I guess if you bring him in with runner on first, it doesn't matter much. Back at Thomas More Stadium tomorrow, where we'll continue Rip That Pack with Kurt Kramer. First pitch misses outside of the lefty Cole Fowler. Fowler 0 for 2 today with a strikeout his last time up. He did work a walk in his first plate appearance. Runner on first with a 2-step lead. The 1-0. Fastball misses high and inside. Yeah, Hopewell's actually going to get off the mound and stop throwing. Two-0 count. Cole Fowler. 2-0 pitch. Misses low and inside. From the stretch, the 3-0. Fastball in there, bottom of the zone at 89. 20-69 on the spin rate. Keeps him honest to bring us to a 3-1 count. Florence on top, 1-0. Tying run on first for Washington here in the bottom of the 7th. 2 away. 3-1 pitch. Ground ball right side. Schoenfeld will field it on 3 hops. Throw on to first is in time. Another great inning, an outing from Max Whitesell. He picks up 4 Ks and faces just 1 over the minimum. We head to the top of the 8th. Y'all's clinging to a 1-0 lead when we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Hooves Hangout pitching change for the Washington Wild Things. Night is done for Maddox Long. Hooves Hangout, looking for the perfect spot to relax and open your favorite Pokemon or baseball trading cards. Visit former Reds reliever J.J. Hoover at Hooves Hangout today, 405 Washington Street, Suite D in Alexandria. Kelvin Perez, the right-handed pitcher called upon from the Wild Things bullpen, 25 years of age, 6'3", 210 pounds on the mound. He's pitched in 3 games this season, has allowed a run in all 3. 3 runs his first time out at Windy City, an inning and a third. 2 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. His last time out, 2 2/3 innings against Schaumburg. 1 hit, 1 run, no walks, and 2 Ks. His best outing, that one's cranked down the left field line, but foul. A long strike there to Brett Blomquist, who leads things off for the Yalls. Final line for Maddox Long is easily his best start of the season. 7 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 run, no walks, and 4 Ks. If it ended right now, he would still get the loss in that, which is pretty crazy. Florence with a 1-0 lead. It's been a low offense game. How about this? Aiden McAvoy now warming up for Florence. That one bounces in the dirt. They'll go to McAvoy instead of Hopewell in the 8th. McAvoy pitching yesterday gave up the 3-run homer. Are they going to opt for a 2-inning save? Be pretty impressive. The 1-2 misses downstairs. I guess on the other side of the ball, you do have 3 out of the next 4 lefties, or no hitters for Washington as lefties. That does make some sense. A 2-2 count to Blomquist, who's 0 for 2 today. 2-2 pitch, skies it high, first base side, foul territory, check, heading towards the Wild Things dugout. He'll run out of room as it ends up and over into the concourse. Perez with 2 Pioneer League clubs his past 2 seasons. Rocky Mountain and for Great Falls, 18 2/3 innings pitched, 2 walks, 16 strikeouts. Tagged for 37 hits and 25 runs. He was an international free agent signing by the Blue Jays before COVID. Began affiliated in 2021. The Florida Complex League Blue Jays. 15 games, a 4-1 record, 21 innings pitched, 9 walks, and 17 Ks. 2022, he was 2-3 with a 2.37 ERA across 20 games. 1 save, 19 of 20 were in Class A Dunedin. And they let him go. Pretty amazing. It's not bad. Affiliated stats here. Just 25 years of age, trying to earn another affiliated contract. 2-2. Called strike 3, top of the zone to Brett Blomquist. He can't believe it. It is in there. 90 miles per hour. Right at the top. First strikeout for Kelvin Perez. Brings up Zach Beadle. He's 0 for 2. Florence hasn't received anything from the rest of the lineup besides those 3 hits from Tucker, Zeisler, and Bobo. No walks or anything. Those 3 hits in a row that scratched across the 1 run for the Yalls. Beadle, a couple of ground outs. First pitch to him, fastball right down Broadway, 91. Middle. Perez with a fastball, sinker, slider, and changeup mix. 0-1 in there at 82. Nice slider, 23.63 on the spin rate. The 0-2, check swing, misses outside. Does not go around. Some Washington fans trying to heckle Zach Beadle. One-two, misses outside. Channing bark at Zach Beadle. 2-2. Check swing, doesn't go around, it misses downstairs. A lot of boos from the Washington fan base. That one did miss downstairs, didn't connect on the zone. About half an inch there. At California on our YouTube audio stream says, weather forecast strongly suggests the game at Thomas More Stadium will not be played due to rain. I see what you're seeing. Though as of right now, it will still go on. Florence never one to call a game before rain does come down, even if the rain does come down all the way through the opening of the gates. We'll never call a game before it is actually being played. It's a rainy week, seems like, all over eastern United States. Off speed in there for a strike. A walk from Beadle puts a runner at first and one away. Dylan Baker, the batter, 0 for 2. Struck out looking and grounded out to the pitcher. Beadle takes off. The 0-1 grounded down the third baseline and foul. Must have been a designed hit and run there. From the stretch, Perez, the 0-2, fouls it back. Baker able to stay alive and get a piece of it. Oh, 2 misses upstairs. A 1-2 count. Perez first base side of the rubber, the 1-2 pitch. Fastball misses upstairs. Fouls it away to stay alive, 2-2. Baker skies it high, foul territory, first base side. 3 Hilliard going for it. Andrew Check calls him off and can't make the grab. Didn't touch his glove. That could still be an error, although that's a long way to run for Check. I don't think there's any reason to give him something on that unless you wanted to protect the pitcher. Dylan Baker fighting with a 2-2 count. The 2-2 pitch, he fouls it away again. What a great at-bat from the Y'all's shortstop, Dylan Baker. Runner takes off 2-2, swing and a miss, top of the zone. Throw down to second in time. Strike him out, throw him out, double play. Slap tag applied in an unconventional 1-2-3. From Perez, we head to the bottom of the 8th. It's a 1-0 Florence lead when we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Bottom half of the 8th inning, it's a Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken pitching change with a new wing coming into the game. Pick up the best wings in the tri-state area. Lee's always fresh, never frozen. Aiden McAvoy, the new pitcher in for Florence. The night is done for Max Whitesell. He goes 2 innings pitched, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, and 4 Ks. Another great outing from the Dayton alum. Not Dayton alum, from the Wright State alum, from Dayton, Ohio. First pitch misses inside. Aiden McAvoy. Was a runaway yesterday from a blown save. Came in a 7-3 ball game, gave up a 3-run homer. I guess it wasn't a blown save because he entered. It wasn't a save opportunity. Gave up a 3-run homer, made it a 7-6 game. He was able to stay poised and work through it. But he faced a similar problem, not getting calls on the inside corner. That first pitch was in there. He comes back and fires a 90-mile-per-hour fastball in the outer half in there for a strike 1-1. Florence with a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the 8th. 1-1 pitch. Slider misses away. Ben Huller broadcasting tuning in. So glad this one fan is filling in for me doing color commentary. Yeah, we got some hecklers out in the ballpark. I will say, some of the worst heckling I've seen. Just barking. 2-1. This is outside 3-1. McAvoy has kind of leaned into being that back of the bullpen option for Florence. Working all season as a starter, it's not a familiar spot for him. When an inning, 2 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk, and 2 Ks. 3-1, misses outside. He puts the tying run aboard. Andrew Check, 0 for 3. I told you this 1-0 lead was going to get interesting at the end of this ball game if it stayed that way. That's the cards we've been dealt. Florence offense not doing anything at all besides 3 hits in a row in the 4th. They've been able to induce some weak contact from the Washington bats. And Isaac Milburn walked a tightrope. Andrew Check shows bunt, pops it up behind home plate, and Zach Beadle can't get to it. That's one thing I love about Andrew Check. The guy is 6'6", leads Washington in home runs and RBIs in their franchise history. He's 4th all-time or 3rd all-time in Frontier League home runs. And that's now the 2nd time I've seen him in play throw down a bunt. That's just something we have never seen from a big hitter from Florence, at least in my tenure. Throwing down a bunt willingly for a sacrifice to try and move the tying run into scoring position. Let's see if he does it again in a lefty-lefty battle. Garrett Broussard inching into the grass. 0-1, swinging through it. An 0-2 count, 84 there on the off-speed. McAvoy 6-4 record last year, a 4.47 ERA. That's 18 starts, 94 2/3 innings pitched for Joliet. 0-2 pitch, check swing. This is just a little outside and doesn't go around. Really good spot from McAvoy. Not in the zone, but just a great take from Andrew Check. This is going through the meat of the order here. Try and keep this a tie ball game. 1-2. Slider misses out. McAvoy on the season, 7 1/3. 9 hits, 5 runs, 4 of them earned, 4 walks, and 9 strikeouts. He allowed the 1 home run yesterday. 3-run shot from Caleb Ketchup. 2-2. Skies it foul, out of play. Do it again. Florence had Chase Hopewell warming up in the 7th. Sat him down once Whitesell was able to get out of it. And they opted for McAvoy, seeing that it was a lot of lefties coming up to the plate. He walked the first one. Now a 2-2 count to Andrew Check. the most dangerous hitter in the Washington lineup. 2-2, swing and a miss, he got him. Beautiful off speed right on the outer half. 23.59 on the spin rate. Picks up his first strikeout of the outing and an important first out. Runner on first now for Anthony Mercado. If you're going to say that Andrew Check is the most dangerous, this is the second most dangerous. Mercado with a double already today, 400 feet off the batter's eye. Had a home run yesterday. Florence, certainly a place that knows the damage Mercado can do. First pitch to him. Misses downstairs. Nice changeup, 84 for McAvoy. Mercado 1 for 2. He struck out his last time up against Max Whitesell. Chase Hopewell once again getting loose for Florence. The 1-0 misses upstairs. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Rope down the third base line and foul. 95 off the bat at 2-1. Went to an inside fastball breaking across the plate. Mercado tried to turn and burn on it. You knew there were going to be plenty of moments this season facing Anthony Mercado in Washington where the game would probably end up being decided by it. This feels like one of them. Here's the 2-1. Skies it high in the infield. Behind home plate, Hank Zeisler has the call. Chasing, still going, now going back. He makes the grab for out number 2. The captain taking charge in the infield. That's a very needed out. That brings up Hunter Stokely. Just 3 hits for the Y'alls, 2 for Washington. Game that has not seen a lot of offense, which is very different from the first 2. 12-3 win for Washington in game 1, a 7-6 win for Florence in game 2. McAvoy steps off his first disengagement. Another lefty in Stokely. 2 away and a tying run on first. Being careful with the Corey over there. Does have a good 3-step lead. First pitch, swing and a miss. Slider breaking away from the bat and dotted up the outer half. Florence pitching now with 10 strikeouts against Washington. The 1 fouls it off the face mask of Beadle. It looks to be all right. 0-2. What a great bounce back it would be from McAvoy after a walk to open up the inning. Stephen Gregg says, mean heckling is so low class. I'm confident we get a home run next inning. I appreciate that. I hope we do. Little insurance. The 0-2. Ground ball right side. Shaney Felt on a couple of hops. Swallows it up. Throw on to first is in time. Aiden McAvoy. After a leadoff walk, Simply Business retires the next 3. We head to the top of the 9th. Florence looking for insurance. They carry a 1-0 lead over the Wild Things when we return to EQT Park on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Who's hanging out pitching change, looking for the perfect spot to relax and open your favorite Pokemon or baseball trading cards. Visit former Reds reliever J.J. Hoover, 405 Washington Street, Suite D in Alexandria. New pitcher on the mound for the Washington Wild Things will be Landon Jin. Saw him back the series opener on Tuesday. That one's in there for a strike. Tyler Shaney felt the batter, 0 for 3 today. Florence has had 4 base runners total in today's ball game. 3 hits in a row in the 4th, and that walk by Zach Beadle last inning. 0-1 misses upstairs. Maddox Long, really good job at limiting the Y'all's offense. Florence's bullpen has just hung in there. Looks like it'll be Chase Hopewell trying to get the save, his first of the season in the 9th. 1-1. Schoenfeld shows bunt and pulls back. 2-1. Jin, the 2-1 pitch. That's a line drive into the glove of the leaping Edwards over at short. Another good piece of hitting from Florence that just ends up being a better defensive play from Washington. 93 off the bat of Schoenfeld. It's the second time Edwards has gone airborne for a line drive from Florence. Brings up Jackson Tucker. 1 for 3 with the run scored in the 4th. If you remember Jin from Tuesday, he's the guy with just a lot of mannerisms on the mound in his rhythm here. That one's bunted, a pop-up over towards Jin, who makes the grab on the run down the third base line. Bunt pop-up puts away Jackson Tucker. Did not get that down. Florence with 2 away now in the 9th. And the captain, Hank Zeisler, stepping up to the plate. Zeisler's 1 for 3. He keeps his hitting and on-base streak intact. Extend that hitting streak to 6 games. And on base to 11. First pitch in there for a strike on the outer half. From the stretch, the 0-1. Off speed misses outside. 1-1 count, 2 away with the bases empty. Top of the 9th, a 1-0 lead for Florence. They're looking for any insurance they can get, but it seems like Chase Hopewell will try and get his first save of the season. Earn a 1-0 save. That's going to be a tight one there. That one misses outside, 2-1. Just kissing the zone, 29-23 on the spin rate. That is impressive from Landon Jin. I'm a big spin rate guy, so seeing those high numbers is really impressive. One hopper, right back to Jin. Gloves it, toss on to first is in time. And a clean 1-2-3 inning. Florence clinging to a 1-0 lead. It's Chase Hopewell's time to try and close it out when we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Bottom of the ninth, a save opportunity for Florence, and it's not Chase Hopewell. They're going to stick with Aiden McAvoy, who will try and snag a 2-inning save, would be his second of the season. McAvoy did so against the Mississippi Mud Monsters in the series opener as well. It would be a second 2-inning save, would be his third save overall. McAvoy, the lefty, against the right-handed hitter, Kyle Edwards. First pitch, a fastball missing at the top of the zone that looked really good and did connect on TrackMan. McAvoy has not got those calls the last 2 days here in Washington. Just needs to get them. The 1-0, swing and a miss, blows it by him at 90, middle. Edwards today 0 for 2 with a walk in the second inning, struck out in the sixth. Hopewell continues to warm up in the Y'all's bullpen. Here's the 1-1, skies it foul. I think he's going pitch for pitch with McAvoy. Being a slow guy, as I see Toby Hall tell him to try and slow it down. McAvoy's got to get into trouble first. 1-2 count, Kyle Edwards. From the stretch, middle of the rubber. Glove of the belt, the 1-2. Skies it out towards center field. Well hit, sending Tucker all the way to the wall. He leaps and makes the grab. Jackson Tucker. A phenomenal grab into deep center field. Keeps this a 1-0 ball game. Man, he misses that. It's off for the races for Edwards, who is already rounding second. What a play from Jackson Tucker. Your what do you say play of the game. I'd like to see the stat cast on that. How much ground he had to cover, top speed and everything. That was impressive. Takes away extra bases from Kyle Edwards. Brings up the lefty, 3 Hillier. First pitch, high and inside. You're now at the spot. It's 8-9 top. Got to be able to attack these 8-9 hole hitters. 3 Hillier today, 2 walks. Ryan Ford, I believe, is getting pinch hit for. Also has a walk. No, it is still Ryan Ford in there. 1-1. In there for a strike, dots up the outer half. 84 on a nice slider from McAvoy. A 1-2 count to Hillier. Lefty-lefty battle. Got to be happy if you're Florence, and now you have the lefty advantage working for you. One-two count with the bases empty. Y'alls with a 1-0 lead. McAvoy looking for a 2-inning save. The 1-2 pitch. Slider misses outside. Good eye from Hillier. That was not too far off the plate. Florence trying to earn their 3rd consecutive series win. They've definitely made it interesting here. A 1-0 game. That one's punched out towards second base. In the air. Schoenfeld grabs it for out number 2. Pop out to second base for 3 Hillier. 2 away. Nobody on, and Ryan Ford, the lefty hitter, stepping in for Washington. Their final out as Chase Hopewell gives a hug to his catcher, thinking his night is done as long as McAvoy can do the job here. First pitch, swing and a miss, out in front of the off speed. For 2 line for Ryan Ford. He had a walk back in the 4th. Other than that, he struck out twice. The 0-1 fouls it back. McAvoy up 0-2. He's looked phenomenal in this inning, just firing all in the zone. Had that leadoff walk, but is now retired 5 in a row. That was back in the 8th. McAvoy, cool, calm, and collected. Glove of the belt. From the stretch, the 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And the bat goes out to the first baseman, Zeisler. Florence picks up their third consecutive series win, a 1-0 win over the Wild Things. What a game. About 2 hours and 40 minutes, the Yalls take home a series win on the road and move to 500 on the season, 6-6 against a division rival in the Wild Things. That's a game you do not see often. A 1-0 win, just 5 hits combined for both teams. Florence had 4 total base runners. Timely hitting in a true pitcher's duel all the way through. Isaac Milburn, hats off to him. He earns his first win of the season. Aiden McAvoy, really good stuff in the backside. He goes a 2-inning save, his third of the season. But not to forget that Max Whitesell as well. 2 shutout innings, 4 Ks. Looked very good. On the other side, Maddox Long, I mean, tip of the cap to him. 7 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 run, no walks, and 4 strikeouts. He had allowed 3 base runners all day. They just so happened to be in a row. 3 singles in the 4th. That's how Florence got their 1 run, and that's all they needed. So really, really solid job from the pitchers. A shutout means we should have pitcher BP coming up at Thomas More Stadium. Hopefully that tradition continues. Not much to say on the offensive side. 4 base runners all day. Jackson Tucker, Hank Zeisler, Brendan Bobo with the RBI single to score Tucker in the 4th. All 3 happened in a row. The only other base runner happened in the 8th. Zach Beadle with a walk he was caught stealing. The Yalls did what they had to, and their bullpen, they went to their 2 most trustworthy arms start the season, Whitesell and McAvoy. McAvoy ends with a 2-inning save, 2 strikeouts, no hits, no runs, and 1 walk. Whitesell, 2 innings pitched, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, and 4 Ks. Milburn had 6 walks, 2 hits. He was walking a tightrope. But again, that's resiliency from Milburn now in his 2nd straight start with 6 walks. And still able to get the job done. And this time, keep nobody from crossing home plate. I mean, that is amazing. What a win for Florence. Their 3rd consecutive series win, and they carry a 500 record going back home to Thomas More Stadium, opening up a 3-game series against the Down East Bird Dogs. That'll be the first time Florence and Down East meet tomorrow night in franchise history. Obviously, Down East just created last year and brought into the Frontier League. Zach Westcott will toe the rubber, 7:03 first pitch. Firework Friday as well as Strikeout Cancer Night, Thomas More Stadium. The game hopefully goes on. Again, like I said, the rain is not going to stop it from that game starting, or at least the gates opening. Florence, in my tenure, has not called a game before they've even seen the weather at game time. So we will keep you up to date on the Yalls social media, Florence_Yalls on the Twitter, Florence Yalls Baseball on Instagram. Stay up to date for that for all updates, pending weather for tomorrow. It seems like a rainy weekend in Florence, but hopefully we get some baseball in against Down East. Again, it's the only time they actually come to Thomas More Stadium, so I wouldn't want to make those games up. Florence gets the series win over Washington. A 1-0 win on a beautiful Thursday night where the rain held off. Now we get the 4-hour drive home back to Thomas More Stadium. That'll do it for us here on the broadcast. Again, a 1-0 win. Milburn, the win, his first of the season. McAvoy, the save, and the loss dealt to Maddox Long. Appreciate you guys tuning in, whether on the Frontier League Network powered by HDN or the Florence Yalls Radio Network, our YouTube audio stream. Special shout out to Stadium Ops crew, true heroes of the game, and our MC Hannah, who I believe has been tuning in on all road games, trying to get you guys some content as well on all those social media pages. That'll do it for us at EQT Park this time. Until next time, saying so long, and y'all will have a good night.